Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my Manhasset, New York kitchen. And tonight I am cooking in my Instant Pot. Yay, I finally got it out of the box and decided to give it a try. So I am cooking chicken and dumplings. Yay! Good old southern Mississippi food. So I will have to read the directions to y'all. So it calls for 8 chicken thighs. And what I did, I went ahead and got it started so that the video won't be so long. So first you have to saute them in a 3/4 cup of butter. So I've done 6 of them already, and I still have 2 in the bottom of the Instant Pot. Let me get my pot holder. So I'm going to finish sauteing the last 2. Okey-doke. I'm talking kind of low because my friend Robin is over there taking a nap on the sofa. But I did promise him some good old Mississippi cooking for his dinner tonight. So I have to live up to my promise. I'm still not finished unpacking and storing everything away. It does take time, y'all. Let's see. What has it done here? It's taking longer to saute these, so it keeps shutting off. So anyway, it calls for 4 tablespoons butter. I actually put 3/4 of a stick. 8 medium bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, salt, pepper, 1/4 cup all-purpose flour. Now I left that step off because I didn't think that I needed to flour them because the dumplings are going to have plenty of flour. So. Okay, I think these are just about brown enough. So let's go ahead and take these out. They smell good. And it calls for 4 celery stalks, 3 carrots, 2 onions, 3½ cups chicken broth, 1/2 cup whole milk, and cornstarch. Well, like I said, I left off the breading the chicken thighs in the flour, so you won't need the milk and the cornstarch and the flour. And then for the dumplings, it's 1 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. So I have that in here with 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, and then the milk. A cup of milk and 3 tablespoons of melted butter. So let's see if it's time to make the dumplings yet. Okay, so season the chicken. Once the butter is sizzling, brown the chicken. Remove and repeat with the remaining chicken, which I did, set aside. Then add the celery, carrots, and onions to the pot. Saute for 3 minutes, scraping the bottom of the pot. Okie doke. So let me do that. I haven't cut it up yet. I did cut up. I just bought 1 very, very large onion. So we're going to add the onion to the pot. Make sure it's on saute. Yep, it is. Okay. So let me cut up the carrots, and I know it called for 3 carrots, but I'm going to go ahead and put 4 in there. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Sunday evening. I know I am. So I picked Robin up this morning and we went to eat at a diner. Those of y'all who have been in New Jersey and New York will know that There are a lot of Greek diners in this area. And they do have good food. It was packed. I mean, I had to wait for a table, and it's a big diner too. So I already washed these and peeled them and everything, and got the strings off of the celery. So go ahead and get them cut out. So this is my first time to use my Instant Pot, and I'm so excited. When I was raising my family, I used the old-fashioned pressure cooker. I was always terrified of that thing, y'all. I was so afraid it was that little jiggle thing was gonna come off and explode. And John's mother, Ruby, she did explode one of them one time, and it went up and busted a big hole in the roof, or the ceiling of the kitchen. Y'all remember me talking about John's father being a Baptist minister, and they would have these poundings at the church, and the parishioners would bring anything that weighed a pound, I reckon. You know, beans in the 1 pound packages, and 5 pound bag of sugar and flour, and it's just called a pounding, y'all. I don't know if they still do that or not. My subscribers who still attend these little country Baptist churches, y'all can let me know if you still do that or not. It does help the pastor out with his family, because they don't make much money, you know. Oh, this has a lot of brown stuff on the bottom, and it did say to scrape it, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get all that goodness off the bottom of the pan. There we go. Just seems like it has stopped the cooking, although it says on. Saute on. It has more or less, but I don't know how to it's going to take me a while to get used to this newfangled way of cooking. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to that, y'all. And it doesn't call for garlic powder or onion powder, but it's going to get it. Anyway, Robin is, he's really tired. He's still working, you know. He's still only, he's young, he's a baby. He's only 58 years old, so. He took a few days off of work and decided to come to New York and spend some time with me. And we have stayed in touch throughout the years. You know, I knew his wife. I never met his children because, you know, like I said, he's from St. Louis, that area, and I just, after I moved from there, ended up in Florida, I just never went back, but we stayed in touch. It's good to stay in touch with old friends and just reminisce and, you know, just help each other out throughout life and support one another. It enriches your life and their lives. And just seeing pictures of his children and then his little twin grandsons. It's just amazing. And with the advent of Facebook, you know, we were able to really stay in touch and see each other's pictures and everything. And Kathy did get to see pictures of Isa, but Unfortunately, she passed away before baby Ife was born. So, you know, it's tough when you've been married to somebody almost, you know, a third of your life, and then to have them pass. It's very difficult, but, you know, we get through it. You just get yourself up the next morning and put one foot in front of the other and just keep on going and doing the best that you can. And as time goes by, it does get better and it does get easier. I know I've been through it many times. The most difficult time was with the death of my son, Jeremy. So it says to saute these for 3 minutes. So then, that's good enough because they're going to get tender when I put the pressure on them. Okay, while the chicken is cooking, make the dumplings. Mix together the flour, add the milk, the butter, and stir just until incorporated. Don't overmix. Once cooking is complete, use a quick release. Set aside. Okay. Remove the chicken and set aside. Add the milk to the broth and the pot mix and season with salt and pepper. Wait, I'm getting confused. Okay. Okay, select manual and cook at high pressure for 11 minutes. Okay, so I have to put the chicken back in here. Ooh, barely fit everything in here, but we are going to manage. Okay, so it says to select manual. Where's manual? Let's see manual. Is this here? Oh, okay. I think I have to put the lid on it first. Okay, guys, I'm going to pause this while I try to figure it out, okay? Okay, so I cooked the chicken for the 11 minutes, and then it said use a quick release. What is a quick release? That, I moved that thing, but that valve hasn't gone down yet. Y'all, I just can't figure things out anymore like I used to when I was younger. I read instructions and directions and it still doesn't make sense. The valve hasn't gone down yet. Okay, so once cooking is complete, use a quick release. Remove the chicken and set aside. Okay, and then it says to add the milk and the broth in the pot mix. That doesn't make sense. Okay, then it says to, okay, so I mixed up the dumplings. I have them right here in my pot. I'm using the pot as a mixing bowl. I threw mine away. It was melted. It wasn't any good for anything anymore anyway. Okay, so the valve went down. Let's see if I can open the thing. Open it this way. Let's see. Okay. It's looking good. Okay, so let me remove the chicken. This plate is clean. I can put it on this plate. So now we will cook the dumplings in this broth. I did buy a can of chicken broth. It called for, I think, 3.5 cans of chicken broth. got flying chicken thighs, y'all. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm still so unorganized. Okay. So I'm supposed to debone this. Flying carrots, too. Oh, my poor recipe book's getting messed up. Okay, let's see. Okay, so, okay, it says to saute. Oh, let's see, cancel that. Now, saute. Okay, so I'm going to add a can of this is collagen chicken broth. Y'all, I'm going to have to take you grocery shopping with me. So I went into Food Town today to buy the ingredients for this, the chicken and dumplings. Oh, Lord, these New York prices. A pound of butter was $6.99. Oh, Lordy. Now, Jill told me that Walmart does still have it for $2.99, but as I've told y'all before, the only Walmart in this area is just jam-packed. But Jill told me to go early in the morning. She said don't go on a Monday because the shelves are empty. But on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, early in the morning. So that's what I'm going to have to do. I can't pay $6.99 for a pound of butter. And I ain't going to eat margarine. I'd rather not eat anything. Okay, so, oh, my poor recipe books get splattered with broth. 1 simmering scoop heaping tablespoons of the dumpling. You know, I'm just going to put the lid on it to try to speed up the simmering process. I probably should have got that broth hot on the stove. And I've got to debone that chicken. I'll be lucky if I get this video up at midnight tonight, y'all. That's okay. Y'all don't care, do you? So, another story about Robin. He's over there asleep. We took a trip to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I had always wanted to go there, and he did too. So we rented a cabin up on a mountain and everything, and so we go in the woods next to this cabin. It was a little motel, but it had you know, little cabins that you could rent, and they had a little swimming pool there and everything. And so we're looking out there next to the motel, and there's this huge, beautiful home. I mean, it was a mansion up there on that mountain. And there were these Cadillacs and these big old limousines and black cars and everything. And so we were wondering, what in the world is going on? Is this some kind of Camp David or something? Y'all, it was Jim and Tammy Faye Baker's home. So, of course, I got real snoopy and curious. So I went for a walk up the road and, you know, kept looking and hoping that I would see them, but I didn't. So that was real interesting. See this diaper box over here. I'm trying to pack away some stuff that I don't need because I just don't like, I can't stand clutter and junk, you know. Just don't like it. So let's see if this is boiling yet. And I don't hear it boiling. Let me get me some water. I had to leave my pure water filter at the apartment because I couldn't get the darn thing unscrewed. I'm just curious. I'd love to know what, I know John said he was going to go in there and paint it and everything, paint the walls. You know, I've been there 7 years, so even though I clean the walls twice a year when I did my spring cleaning and fall cleaning, it still was time for it to be painted. I'm just curious to know what John's going to rent that studio for now. I was paying $600 a month. You know, he's a good landlord, though. It's his goal to help people just have a home, you know. It's not, he's not the type of landlord that does it for money or for gouging people. He's got a real good heart, and he's a good man. I don't think it's boiling yet. It almost is. So I got my scarf on from Chad. Chad, you're so sweet. I really appreciate you sending these to me. And Diane sent me an email with some pictures of her and her grandchildren celebrating her grandson's birthday. And y'all, she is addicted to scarfies. She had on her teal scarfie in the picture. She just absolutely loves them. She lives in Texas, and thank the good Lord she didn't get flooded. Okay, this is almost boiling, and we will put our dumplings in there and see how they turn out. You know, I used to make dumplings and, you know, roll them out with a rolling pin and cut them into strips and everything, but this just calls for just dropping them in the hot broth, so we'll see how that works out. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Look at it simmering. Yeah. Okay, so let's drop the dumplings in there. I don't want them to be big, too big. So, Robin's still over there asleep, taking his little nap. Thank goodness he doesn't snore. I wouldn't be able to make this video. So, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. We may just get on the Long Island Railroad and go into the city, and I can't do a lot of walking. I just don't have the strength and energy for it with this fibromyalgia that I have. But we could maybe get on one of those sightseeing buses and go and see the Freedom Tower and just some of the sights in the city. They seem to be breaking apart. I don't know why. Okay, so it says to drop the dumplings in there. Scoop heaping tablespoons of the dumpling mixture and drop them into the pot. Try to keep them separated and mostly submerged without disturbing them too much. That's impossible. Reduce saute heat to low and cook for 12 to 15 minutes. Loosely covered with the top without locking it. Okay. Let me get some more in here. I think I'm going to regret not rolling them out and doing them the right way, the old-fashioned. We'll see, you know. Don't hurt to try, even though it's a mystery how it's going to turn out sometimes, but if you don't try, then you will never succeed at anything. I wonder if I can flip them over. Maybe they would. Ooh, it's falling apart. I love those steamed dumplings that you get from the Chinese restaurants, with that sausage in the middle and soy sauce that they give you with the chives in it. Oh, it's so good. Y'all, I think by the time these get cooked, my carrots and celery are going to be overcooked. Y'all, I hadn't had any bacon since I moved up here because Jill and Hassani don't eat pork. They eat turkey bacon, but it's not bacon. It's turkey bacon. Bacon is made from a hog, in my opinion. So, whenever I get my paycheck, I'm going to go grocery shopping and buy me a pound of Oscar Mayer bacon. Unless it's $8 or $9 a pound, then I'll have to buy whatever's on sale. That's okay. Okay, so it said to turn it down. How do you lower this thing? Y'all, I think I need to sit down and study the book a little bit more. Okay, so I don't know how to turn it down. It's on. Where's Teresa when I need her? It's on high. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just had to hit that Saute button again. So, okay, so I have to debone the chicken. And while I do this, I'm going to pause you. So my chicken and dumplings are ready. And look, big old Instapot full of them. They didn't stay formed that good, but that's okay. I'm not perfect, and I don't expect everything that I do to turn out perfect. So I went ahead and put a little bit on my plate. I gotta have another dumpling, y'all. Sorry I'm sniffling, but I got a cold. I think everybody has a cold this time of the year. The change of weather and everything brings on colds and viruses. And ooh, that reminds me, I gotta go get my flu shot. I do not want to slack off on that. I just love y'all so much. You're so sweet. That chicken broth almost turned into a gravy. It is good. I wish I could just take a screenshot and copy it in the description instead of having to type out all of this recipe. It's so long. I don't have a computer, so I have to do it on my cell phone with my index finger. It's a lot of work. And y'all think making YouTube videos is easy. These dumplings are good, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to quit slurping and smacking and get this, all these 3 or 4 segments that I had to stop and restart on edited and get this uploaded before midnight, so. I want to thank you. I want you to know how much I love you and appreciate you. And y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.